Welcome to Isn't It Romantic?
Bitches still my bitches and all you
What's
other
up,
motherfuckers out
our
there.
35-year-old plus
pieces of shit.
of male followers
No,
and I believe one woman?
We have 14% female,
14% female.
5% non-binary. And
We appreciate you.
5% 28 through 35-year-old listeners, and
Oh, cool. We tapped into
90
the 20s a little bit. That's good.
90% 35 to 45, and 5% 45 to 59. So
Oh, yeah.
It's
That might be my dad.
maybe.
I don't know.
So you should.
Probably my dad.
Maybe he'll give us a suggestion.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we watched the classic Pretty Woman this week.
I wanted to start off. I was going to be like, yeah, Pretty Woman, you know. He's like, you're pretty today, Jenny. Pretty ugly.
That's a good bit, Martin.
Just kidding. You're hot. A hot mess. Right, guys? Or you're dry.
This is like you're trying to like have
That's a good
you're
job.
trying to riff with yourself because you're like, I planned this out that I would say this and then you would say this, and it's like, yeah, but
No,
like
I didn't plan for you to say anything.
yeah, so it's just
It's
Martin
like,
riffing with himself.
you're drop dead gorgeous, by which I mean I want you to drop dead. Right?
Shocking.
You're good looking to no one.
You just wrote like these like old fashioned roasts
Yeah,
like down.
The pretty ugly thing.
You're like, I'm gonna roast her like it's 1979, baby.
The pretty ugly thing is a good joke. It makes me laugh. We used to have a guy in school do that to girls. It was a good bit.
Yeah. No, it's a good bit.
You know, he was like, yeah. He did it. He's OG. He was also mentally challenged, so that was probably why they let him do it. But I was like, that's a good bit. That makes me laugh. Like, you're pretty ugly. And I was like, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. The low hanging fruit.
But no, that's how he sounded.
So do you have any initial thoughts on the excellent film we watched? I think that it was more problematic watching it again as an adult than when I watched it as a teenager. Because when I was a teenager, I was kind of like, that's amazing, you know? Like,
you found it problematic. I don't know if I...
You know, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Well,
you know?
actually, I would say, I think it proves you can. Remember when she comes back from that shopping spree, that the main, like bellhop guy, he sees her and he smiles. I was like, he was so proud. He was like, I did it.
Is that the guy who was like the bodyguard in Princess Diaries?
He might have been, actually.
He's been in other things too,
yeah.
but
anyway, I'm saying when he sees her and smiles, like he's like, I did it.
Yeah, he's like, that's my girl.
Yeah, he's like, I made a hole in the house, but if I did it, I'm so proud.
Yeah,
look at her now.
He looked at her the way like a personal trainer like will look at you when you
lose weight or
hit like the bare minimum of your fitness goal. If you're very uncoordinated, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he was proud of himself.
I remember when I was able to do like one pull up in gym class, and like my gym teacher was like, that's my girl. Love you.
You got that patch that year. You got that presidential patch. Because for girls, you just need to do like one pull up and you pass. For guys, it was like 5.
Yeah, well, something I've learned that like everyone, like some people are good at like pulling and some people are good at like pushing, and it's not necessarily like the like, so like I'm better at doing a pull up, like I can pull more weight down or like pull more weight than I could like lift.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good at pushing things away. So, people,
my feelings.
Yeah, I think I'm a pusher in life. I'm a pushover. I'm like, okay.
I'm a pusher and a pushover.
Pushover. I push a lot of stuff. So I think I know what I am. But I don't know. Well, it's actually the original little story of this was not a romantic comedy. It was supposed to be
dark. Very dark
drama. It was, I read a cautionary tale about prostitution, and where at the end, where the whole time she's supposed to be addicted to coke, and then at the end he throws her back onto the street, and then she gets on a bus with her prostitute best friend. They go to Disneyland, but then Disney actually produced it, and they're like, yeah, we don't have crack whores at Disneyland, so they had to rewrite it, and it made it romantic.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, Disney.
That Disney produced?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they own. It was done by Touchstone.
Oh, okay, yeah, Disney owns Touchstone.
Yeah. So that's Disney was like, yeah.
Did you know Disney owns National Geographic?
Yeah, they own they own
like everything.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the original one, and then they changed it up, and actually, because of the original script, a lot of people passed on it. So it was almost not Julia Roberts, but nobody wanted to do it, and then so that's how. And the original name of it was 3,000, because that's how much money he paid her.
Yeah, that definitely gives off a darker vibe than
just
this.
3,000. Here's how much money I own her for.
Do you think 3,000 for a week is like a fair price?
I also looked up. I did an inflation calculator
to see how much.
So today, originally, so that 3,000 is $6,178.92. So that's today's money. So I guess, I mean, if you're a prostitute for a week, I guess it's that's fair. I guess, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's, I mean, for a street hooker, you know. But that's that. I think that's.
We're gonna get in trouble for the terminology.
But that's the main issue of this. So I think a lot of people have said this before, that Julia Roberts, not the street hoe. She's like a call girl. She's like politicians. She comes to the politician's room. They give her thousands of dollars. You don't find her like on 8th Street, you know.
Yeah. I was kind of I was wondering what your take on is that I feel like she was obviously like very hostilely received in, you know, various different capacities.
Like whatever she went, they're like, she's a hooker.
Yeah, like when she went shopping.
Oh yeah. I mean, this was also like 30 years ago, so maybe.
Yeah, but I felt like they would be used to sex workers in a lot of those environments, because he's definitely not the first guy to hire a sex worker, and I'm sure he's not the first guy to like bring an escort as a date somewhere.
It seemed like
I thought that was, I wouldn't say fairly but like reasonably common.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a normal thing. But also, I don't know if I don't like the location where they did their business, because I feel like Hollywood Boulevard is too much of a prime, because like they're doing it like it's illegal. Like you can't like prostitute, and like people are gonna see you're gonna get. You gotta do that in like an alley. Trust me. But I've been to Hollywood Boulevard. I didn't see any hookers there.
Yeah.
And I watched the movie. That's why I went.
You're like, I'm gonna.
Where's the horrors? Come on. I watched Pretty Woman. You're supposed to be here. But anyway, I mean, again, I just think she's not quite the street hooker. She's too good. Like, she would be more classier. You know, she'd be in the back pages or however you find the call girl. She's the girlfriend, tonight's girlfriend girl.
Yeah. I just was like, it's like people have never seen a high-end escort before.
She didn't look like that bad. I mean, by today's standards, it's like, okay, this isn't too trashy, actually, but whatever. But we can say that...
you know Alicia, who we were like working with on some podcast stuff?
Yeah, she's a prostitute.
No, but she got mistaken for a prostitute at like the Four Seasons in Arlington.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn,
she was like sitting like at the bar, like eating a piece of cake.
And some guy just came up to her.
And like a guy came up to her and he like struck up a conversation. I think she was just like being nice or something. And he was like, so like how much? Like basically
that's
for
where
the
they
night.
go in Arlington. That's where they go in Arlington, the Four Seasons. Okay, yeah, you know.
I think it was like the Four Seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. This is great advertising for Four Seasons in Arlington.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to find
And
a
she was there
prostitute.
because she had like a bad day at work or something. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go get the chocolate cake at the bar at the Four Seasons.
I've never been to the hotel bar, but you know, it's nice. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, you want a prostitute in Arlington and Four Seasons. They can be our sponsor, the best prostitutes. But anyway, this movie was probably Richard Gere in his prime. He was a very dashing man. He was very extremely handsome.
Yeah.
Are we looking at Four Seasons Arlington right now?
I think it was whatever the nice hotel is in like Pentagon City.
Okay, I don't go to.
That
makes sense. You're about the Pentagon, you know.
Yeah, there's a Four Seasons in like Virginia.
Yeah, it's out uncommon.
Because I accidentally my GPS took me there after I went hiking one time.
Yeah, and
because we were just like, oh, like let's get a drink, and then it like took us to the bar, and we were like, oh, we can't go in there. Like we just went hiking.
People were like, man, these are pretty. You walked in, I'm like, man, there's some dirty hoes.
Yeah, but apparently
a little bit too much for my luck. I mean, okay. Anyway, prime Richard Gere, he's very good looking. He's very, and in the movie, he's very calm and collective. He's very
Martin's like,
chill.
he's a cool guy.
He is a cool guy. Wow, there's nothing. He's calm and collective. He's chill. He's very classy. And he's a billionaire, so he's the perfect man, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's like kind of a dick, but...
You know that, I think he never yelled at anyone. Because he told people she was a hooker all the time.
Yeah, he like told people, and I mean, he was just also kind of like, he was like very condescending.
Well, I mean, he picked up a prostitute. Sorry, you know, I mean, I think he didn't know. I don't think he picked up many.
Sex workers deserve respect too, Martin, especially if you're like
years ago, though,
falling in love with them.
And he was so rich too; he didn't understand that.
Like when he was like, "Is this your first time in an elevator?"
Yeah, I'm just saying, he's like upper class. This guy literally has $1 billion. But then she was like, "You can't afford me." I was like, "Yo, he picked you up in a Porsche or in the penthouse." Like, I'm pretty sure you can say any figure here. And she just says $300, which by today's standards is $617.89. So that's good, I guess, for the night. And then,
you think it was a fair rate?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. By today's standards, it's like 600. So if you ever, I mean, that's where I never got a sex worker before, but I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. People tell me I should get one, but yeah.
Who tells you? We'll talk about that offline.
I have people support me a lot. No. But yeah, Richard Gere, this is like your mom's crush. This is a big mom crush.
Yeah.
Richard Gere, because he's dashing.
I watched Pretty Woman for the first time with my mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, Richard." She calls him Dick though. Like a lot of people.
I don't remember her talking about him in particular, but.
And when this movie came out, his current wife was 7 years old. So.
Oh, Damn.
Yeah, so he was about 41. Yeah, that's him now. That's Richard Gere's like 71 now. Oh, that's him. Yeah, you get old. You got, like you
I
said.
hate when they post like photos like that and they're like Richard Gere shows off shirtless physique at 67. It's like that's not a very flattering
He wasn't
picture.
showing it off.
Yeah.
He was happening to be at the beach. But that beach, yeah, that's his wife. And she's not even 40 yet, and she's not even the age he was in this movie. But to be fair, this is like his third marriage. But yeah, look how he ages well. He's a good-looking guy. I think he's
Love is love.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Age ain't nothing but a number. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I think my mom is a big Richard Gere fan.
Yeah.
My mom's biggest crush, though, she was really into Patrick Swayze.
Oh yeah, that's a big mom crush.
Roland loves Patrick Swayze. Even the day he died, I came home from school and I was like, what'd you do today? She was like, I watched Patrick Swayze dance for the last time. So she spent a morning when he passed away.
That's so sad.
Yeah, he died of lung cancer, so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but yeah, she's I don't think she'll ever admit it, but like I've got to watch it and some obscure Swayze titles like Mom, are you watch? Yeah, he did. He looks pretty sick in that picture. But yeah, I was like, Mom, what are you watching Roadhouse for? Ooh, we can do Ghosts. That actually came out in the same year as Pretty Woman, so moms were wild in 1990. You got Richard Gere, Patrick Swayze. So anyway, I think Richard, that's prime Swayze. We got prime Gere. He's a really good look. I think but like maybe he's kind of a dick, but that's more chill Swayze. That's like even Swayze, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I thought Richard Gere, the movie, or what was his name? I forgot. In the movie,
Who?
Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Was
his name?
I guess I know her name was Vivian.
Oh, hold on.
His thing was like how Grant says, looking at pictures of Patrick. Yeah, he's so good. Look at my mom.
His name is Edward, right?
Yeah, he goes by Edward. Yeah, they really try to push the fact that this dude is like, we're classy people. We watch polo matches.
The polo. Polo's so funny.
Yeah, and then you go stomp on the ground after. And then it was like, yeah, we fly to watch the opera.
Oh, yeah. In the opera, I was like, oh, opera.
Yeah.
I would not want to go watch the opera.
Because you don't know what's going on, or...
I just don't like opera.
I mean, I'll pretend that I am classy. I went once by myself. 4 hours. Yeah, I went to the Met Opera.
They're very long. There are only a few that are like under 4 hours.
I like the pirate one. That was good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah, that's like the big one.
Yeah.
It is, though. It's considered an opera. No, I'm pretty sure it's considered an opera. But anyway, that's what classy people do. And then they even...
That's a line in the movie.
Yeah, they even mention it in the movie.
Because she says, like, in the box, like, that was so good, I almost pissed myself.
Then he goes...
And this old lady was like, what? And he was like, she said that was better than Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah, I know fucking opera, okay? Figaro. See, that's my favorite opera song.
They're modernized productions of it, though. Like, there's like an original opera, but like they're modernized productions of it that are considered musicals.
Yes, but
like it won a Tony Award.
Okay,
that's what you're thinking of.
That's like the origin.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Figaro. That's my favorite opera song. Figaro. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. And she was like, I'll do anything, but I don't kiss on the mouth. And he was like, okay, cool. We shove a gerbil in my ass. And, because that's like an urban legend about Richard Gere.
What?
He got a gerbil shoved in his.
Oh, I thought you said a journal at first.
No, gerbil.
He was into gerbling?
Well, that's the rumor. I think it's been proven wrong, but that's like it's been a it's a big urban myth. So in the movie, when she's like, "I don't kiss," he's like, "I don't want you to kiss. You got a hamster." Like that's probably what he was into. So yeah, I think I read the same article. I think it's been proven wrong, but there's like this whole scene of like it's not just gerbling, but I think they talk about like in Thailand people like eagles in the ass and
I mean, so I have a friend of a friend was doing her like residency, and you know, she was just like having to like treat people at like in an urgent care type situation. Okay. Yeah. And she was like doing her residency as like a family doctor, and she was like having to treat people in like an urgent care type situation, and like a guy came in that was basically like, there's a gerbil up my ass.
Yeah, I was a doctor.
And dude, she was like, oh my God, like what? Yeah. Like,
can you ask why as a doctor?
Yeah. And she was like, well, she was basically she had never heard of gerbling, and she was basically like trying to figure out if he needed to be committed essentially. And she was like, and he was like it's like a sex thing. Like yeah.
I was really into it until it couldn't come out of me, and now I'm pretty scared. Well, they like, but you figure like it.
Well, they like die in there.
That's what I'm saying. You figure like it's suffocate. I've heard of stuff where you can climb all the way throughout your mouth. Lammy wings.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened in South Park. It crawled all the way out Mr. Slave's mouth, but it's a cartoon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you were just like poop it out. But yeah, that's Lammy wings crawling through an anus. Yeah. So anyway, that's how Richard Gere got the gerbil. But you would just poop it out, right? Even if it dies in you.
You can't just like poop out a foreign object like that.
But it goes in your butt, right? So like
you can't just poop out a foreign object.
How do you know? How do you know about this?
Because I did a lot of research on this because I was so horrified when I heard this story. I was like, "What? What is this? Why would people do it?"
Well, so if you don't get it out, what happens to it? It just.
I mean, like.
It slowly just. Disintegrating your body.
Okay, we can't.
But that's interesting. You don't find that interesting? Like what happened? You're just like, oh, it's just. I just have this.
Save it for Charlie's pod.
I think it's interesting. There's a lot of stuff where it's like, I want to see what happens if we don't help this person.
Martin's like, I just don't have the emotional energy to take care of this right now.
Well, I'm just saying.
There's just a gerbil in his butt for years.
I just think, or it's like when people get like a sex change, they have to like put these, like a
okay, thing. I feel like you're about to be offensive.
It's not going to be offensive. No, you have to put this thing in your vagina because as like you get the sex change, the body.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I want to know what happens because if it doesn't, it closes up. I'm more interested in what happens when it closes up. Like, that's way more interesting to think. Like, what do you just like? You just have to get it redone. Like, what if it closes up? Like, it's just like, right? Isn't that more interesting to see what would happen? Right? Right?
I mean, I don't really think so. No.
Well, yeah, because it's like closes up, so you're like, what happens next?
Anyway, back to the movie.
So, what's wrong with asking questions like that?
Anyway, back to Pretty Woman.
Yeah, never mind.
You want to keep talking about that?
No, but I'm just saying the way we just like, I don't know, just neglected, I guess. But
what?
No, none. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Whatever. No, it's fine.
Anyway. Let's bring it back. Yeah, I mean, Any other thoughts?
You have control of the show.
Okay, you don't need to have an attitude like that.
What? No, I'm just saying.
You're talking about. I was just like, let's bring it back.
I don't know. Whatever.
What is that?
Oh, that's an old text of mine.
Go on stage. I'm crazy. Male friendship.
That wasn't a man.
Oh, who was it?
Somebody else.
Was it me?
No, that wasn't you.
Okay, I was gonna say, you text me when you've had an edible.
Maybe, I think. Well, anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least this movie didn't show any weird sex acts.
Yeah, he said that's just how the trouble ended up there, I guess. The Richard Gere. Right, that's the origin.
I bet, yeah, that's just probably, I feel like really rich movie stars are just always trying to spice it up with weird shit, you know?
Yeah. My friend told me, who I'm not going to name drop, but she used to hook up with John Mayer. She told me.
We all know who you're talking about.
But anyway, she told me when John was dating Katy Perry, she wanted them to do a three-way with Chris Evans, but John didn't want to. It was John Mayer, and John didn't want to, so she said he just watched them have sex. So that's according to
and that's your celebrity hot goss from Martin.
That's from a reliable source. I think. But I don't know if that person still sees John out of the status. I don't think they're going to tell me the status anyway. But I may or may not have also seen his alleged penis. But she also would not send that to me.
Yeah, I would never.
But I said via Snap. Okay, I was like, if you just, I'll already download Snapchat just for this penis.
Yeah, but you can save a Snapchat.
I know, but I was
Martin's
hoping.
like, and that's how I get her.
Yeah, actually, I had some bot text me. It was quite. At first, I didn't know it was a bot. You know.
What did it text you? Like, hello, like I am Russian bride.
No, surprisingly, no. It just said, it's kind of weird. It's like, hey, is this Decker? This is Amanda. We chatted on Bumble last time.
And you're like, yes, it is Decker.
I came down to see my cousin, but we didn't meet. You want to meet up? And I just said, this isn't Decker. Sorry, I hope it works out. And then she said, whoa, this is awful. LMAO, I dare say he gave me the wrong number. Damn. Anyway, you learned my name. How do you look? What's yours? Your name. And then she sent me this picture, and I never had this happen. And she was like, good to meet you. And then I was like, she goes, are you a weirdo or not? And I picked up that this isn't real. And I was like, I'm a weirdo. She goes, like, you're laughing my ass off. You're so interesting. And it's just like hanging out here. And then she's like, just get back from a quick jog, going to hop in the shower, want me to post pics.
And you're like, yes.
So then I stopped. I was like, it was clear this is fake. But then I heard someone else got it, and I was like, I wonder where this goes. So then this weekend, I heard
is it one of your roommates?
No, it was some other guy. That was personally, I'm the only one who gets scammed. So anyway, this weekend I was like, hey, we're having to that shower. He sent me a regular picture, and then she goes, what would you do to me? And I said, let's go to church. And she said, sexting makes me sopping wet. then she said, I don't want to see your wood. Show me what you're working with.
That's what she said after she
And I sat there at this like campfire.
Campfire.
Well, we can't show the next campfire wood. Instead of that,
What happened next?
she said nice. She said nice, and then she said this.
Oh my god.
I know, right? I was like,
This is some bot.
so anyway, and then I just stopped. I was like, I don't know what to do after. So mission accomplished. So that's the first nude I've ever gotten. So it's been saved.
Are you sure it's not one of your roommates sending that to you?
No, because there's this, it's the person I saw who did it, I guess my roommates are friends with the other person who posted a similar conversation on his story. So I don't know, maybe it is Skiff the whole time, but
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
how are they going to find that girl? I mean, why would they get this far?
that sounds like Winston. Show me your wood.
Yeah. No one says it like that. But where did you get,
Yeah,
where did you
that
get
sounds like Winston. I'm sopping wet.
Yeah, but where did you get that picture from? Who's that lady? That's what I want to know.
got the picture from.
I don't know. It's like they had several pictures.
Like
of her.
Tumblr.
Where am I gonna? They had several
You can get
pictures.
so many pictures like that off Tumblr.
I guess. But anyway,
Twitter too.
I found. Never mind.
So that was your
That was
Pretty Woman story.
Yeah, my latest prospect. I got nudes, so it's all that matters, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Well, how did you? So one of the things I think that's problematic in Pretty Woman is that, like one of the issues. Like, I obviously believe, like, sex work should be, like, legalized. They should be able to access benefits, like, whatever. But I think, like, one of the issues that, like, some people seem to, like, experience when they, like, frequently, like, use a sex worker is that it's, like, it's, like, all their relationship. It's, like, sometimes it can, like, bleed over into their other relationships and they start to see every like interaction they have as transactional.
Oh, it's like if you could allow that.
Yeah, and I feel like this is kind of like problematic where it's like it should be more because it does turn into and this would technically be an inappropriate workplace really like this would be a violation, you know,
because the original name of this was 30,000.
Yeah, because he shows up at her home, you know, it's
he did pay for an entire week. So I think during that week she could do that, right?
Yeah, but you don't get to show up at someone's home afterwards.
I'm saying with everything they did within that week, all part of the contract. But
yeah, I just mean the way he wanted it, and I mean she like reciprocated, and so that's fine. I'm seeing there are so many other situations where I feel like men kind of like think it's like more than transactional. And start to cross boundaries.
But also, they were kind of falling for each other anyway. In this case, they were kind of. It seemed like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is that in this situation, it was reciprocated, but it could easily be in another situation where she's just good at her job. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So prostitution could go the other way where it's like, you know, guys, you know, we've all fell in love with. So
I guess I just mean like another way to view this movie is like it's almost like kind of like propaganda in the sense that
if he wasn't so good looking, it wasn't gonna work out.
Yeah, and it's like and that's like the thing where it's like when you're like out, and it's sometimes like if a really attractive guy does something, it comes off like less creepy than if like another guy does the exact same thing.
Yeah,
And that is kind of how I feel like sometimes people who are, you know, either more attractive or have more money, they get used to like crossing boundaries.
Yeah, let's get the John Mayer person. They also benefit from that. Yeah, I guess that's a. It looks like he's taking his shit on stage. Looks like he just like literally sharded as he's playing the guitar. Anyway, yeah, I guess it is kind of different. I'm sure people in sex work deal with that a lot. People fall in love with them, and I think that happens in strip clubs also. Any, lot of it's really about prostituting.
Not suitable for children, unrealistic for teens.
Brain dead pap for adults. Just say, yeah, don't get a prostitute, guys. Just say no. But yeah, a lot of positions with women and men, fall easily.
Yeah, I like people that reviewed this in like 2015, That's so funny.
The other one was 2013? Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
Oh, look, see, yeah, majority of the whole movie is discovering her self-worth. That's what I like to hear. That's all it's about. But yeah, we've all fallen in love like that. I mean, I'll always remember.
I do agree there are good messages in this movie.
Yeah.
Like that don't let people make you feel like you don't belong somewhere. Like you can literally, it's really just a script you memorize in some of those settings, Like they just had access to information you didn't.
You can live as good as you want to.
Yeah, Martin saw messages of, choosing outfits that make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, I was like, that's all you need is, that's actually...
it's true, though. Clothing is very powerful.
It's one of my dreams. I want a pretty woman, so I want a pretty woman, a comedy booker. That's my dream. Just get really big. It's like, oh, you want to book me now? Big mistake. I was here 2 years ago. Oh, big, huge.
You want a pretty woman, a comedy booker, in the sense that they pay you for sex, and then at the end they fall in love with you, and you get to quit comedy.
That's not pretty womaning. Pretty womaning is where you go to a place that rejected you. It's like, oh, remember me? Well, I'm big shit. So big mistake.
That's not. I feel like.
It's pretty
what I got from the movie.
Yeah, but that's like, no, but I'm saying that scene.
You want a comedy booker who rejected you to like beg you to perform.
Yeah, and then I go,
and play opera underneath your window.
Big now.
Like, it was always you, Martin. You were the headliner we needed.
The point is, I'd say big mistake, huge.
Yeah.
And I walk away with my bags of clothes.
And then they have to buy me a lot of new outfits.
Yeah, and then they'll pick me up on the street, and I say, I don't kiss on the mouth. And that's pretty womaning, doing everything, but no, I thought that was somebody we knew. Sorry, I was like, oh, damn, Grab's good. I was like, okay, well, anyway. Bada boom. And then
yeah, it's so interesting to be like, I don't kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's fine, I'll do whatever you want, but like kiss on the mouth, like that's too intimate for me.
Everything else
and cool, it's like you don't consider those other acts more intimate.
Well, a lot of people just say a lot of people just say, don't go ass in mouth. She doesn't go mouth at all,
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Anyway, and he becomes a better person, and by not fucking over companies, right? He's a good guy at the end. Where he used to be,
I thought that was so like weird and just like typical, like the bathtub scene where he's here's all my trauma, and she's like giving him a sponge bath. Yeah, can we pull it up?
I was talking about at the end. That's another famous bat. No, you see it right there. You can see it, the picture right there.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, or there's a better one where you see he's facing forward to the left.
Or it's like, we can get a better angle here.
Oh, that's a good picture, right? Oh, and it's a GIF. Look at that. See, that's what, you can send that to people. Be like, hey, us tonight. Right? Or you'd be like, hey, I'm taking a bath. So, but I was just saying in general, he, he didn't screw over companies anymore. He became, less about business. He became more personal. So,
No, that's the other bathtub scene.
Yeah, there's like 2 bathtubs. It's really nice. The first, this is like a more well-known bathtub scene.
Yeah, because she sings in it.
Yeah, she's
that's like
singing.
her by herself.
They're like, she's fun and quirky. And
Yeah, no, the other one is the 2 of them in the bathtub.
yeah, and he also, they have sex in like this piano room, like on the piano.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When he sends everyone out.
Yeah, it's like a public space.
Housekeeping is singing.
Yeah. And
Listen, Edward.
George is in it.
You don't.
This whole scene, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube for like.
It takes so long to clean bubbles like that out of a tub.
Yeah.
I just don't even fuck with bath bombs anymore.
I'm allergic to it, so I cannot enjoy bubbles. I break out in a rash. It's a good thing I know that now, because I could.
My mom wouldn't let me do bubble baths when I was a kid.
Yeah.
She said I was going to get irritated.
Yeah.
My skin would get irritated. I was like, well, can't I just risk it? I want to have a bubble bath, bitch.
Yeah, maybe my mom made up the rash part. Maybe I can. Maybe it's the same thing. She was like, you'll get a rash. It's like, no. But anyway, I just like to soak.
Do you like Epsom salts?
I don't really do too much soaking in bed. I mean, I've been in a hot tub and I don't really soak like that. Yeah. I don't really have. Because again, I always thought I was like allergic. It will break out. So maybe I'll try it. But anyway, then his attorney, when he goes to like a weird like revenge rape thing at the end.
Yeah, that was so fucked up.
Then
I completely forgotten that part. Yeah, when I was rewatching this.
So it's George Costanza is in it. This before he had big on Seinfeld. Then Richard Gere beats him up, just kick him out. So I was like, yeah, but like, are you gonna report this though? Like, you guys,
yeah, and like you call the police.
Yeah, there's like it's over for 10 years. It was like,
yeah, I was like, yeah, he assaulted her. Yeah, no, that's a really good example. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was just like, I guess you just let anyone do it, and she was like, damn, dude, you're just gonna like.
And also, she was like just assaulted, and then he was like, "You want to stay an extra day?" And he's like, all like, "Oh, I hope I get to see you again." And I'm like, "This woman is traumatized, probably."
Yeah, and then also that guy George. It's like once he found out she was a hooker, you can tell like he's probably never talking to a prostitute before, because he's at like the polo thing. It's like he's like rubbing her shoulder, like, hey, well, when you're talking with him, we should hang out sometime. I'm like, you can tell he's never been a hooker.
Yeah, it's like there's a whole code, man.
Yeah, he's so emphatic about it.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't just approach a.
Yeah, I can't just be like, hey, so what are you doing tomorrow around this time? But yeah, I guess it's tough to be a prostitute, sex worker. I apologize for the strong language I use for the sake of. Also, I don't know, you said he was afraid of heights, but you think he'd be more afraid of like the airplane they flew on? I don't know.
It gave me flashbacks to when I was in New York doing shows and having to go up to the roof of like one of the clubs to do a show.
To the fire escape?
It was like stairs going up to the roof, but I was like, I can't go up. I was like petrified. I was like, I don't know if I can do the show. I was like, I can't get up here. I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to fall. And then it made a noise at one point and I was like, ah!
Yeah, it's really, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're afraid of heights too.
Yeah.
Even though you drive out an airplane, you think
that's like different though.
Yeah, I do have a man attached to me, so it's like.
And it's like you're prepared to do the act of that if you fall.
That's just tripping and yeah.
And also everything looks so small when you're up there.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I thought he'd be more afraid of the airplane. He seemed pretty chill. But she does say a great line when she's like, I want the fairy tale. Oh, man, like an airline time.
Oh, I knew you'd like that.
I actually, there was one time that there was some classroom I was in, and the teacher had like a framed like painting of Cinderella's like carriage, and underneath it said, I want the fairy tale. And at first I was like, lame, but deep down I was like, I want it too.
You're like,
I want the fairy tale.
I want it.
Yeah, that's my dream. I want to be a princess.
Yeah, Martin's fairy tale is him being the princess.
I'm so glad to go to my house and bring a ladder, and then you have to, the window doesn't open, so you have to kick open.
They like climb up to your attic.
Yeah, they have to kick open the window and it just really open. And then they come and take me away.
Love
that. That's a very.
You're like, where? I don't know. They take me somewhere.
And they go in there. They're like, it's hot as shit in here. They're like, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's leave. Come on. And yeah, so it was a good line. I had another Martin. Oh, I do like guys that just pick up hookers just to talk. Am I right? You know, because at first that's all you did, but you know, that's what I do. I'm just like, just pick up a prostitute, and I'm just like, what about the ducks in the pond? You know.
What?
That was a good Catcher in the Rye reference. That's what he does. He talks about the ducks in the pond, and then he kills the president. He tries to kill the president. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what?
killing it with the men over 35 right now.
This is for them. That's
They're
their
like,
book.
and the Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, and they're like, should I go kill that person for this woman? That's what they're all thinking.
I feel like every dude from the age of like 25 to 40 is like really, if you make a Catcher in the Rye reference.
That's like too old to be into that book. I think like when you're like 16, I think it resonates.
No, men are into that book forever.
No, trust me, because once I got older, I was like, yeah, this guy is kind of shitty. Like at first I was like, yeah, I get this guy. He hates everything.
Like, man, everything. That Holden Caulfield, he is a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, at first, like, you know, because that's how you are at 16. But now I'm like, I can see why people don't like this. He's a little much. But the point is, he goes insane at the end. So that's why we all like it, because we're on the verge of that. And anyway, it's a nice book. I like. You know, shout out to J.D. Salinger. I think he died, but he could have been dead for longer because he, you know, was in some
What teen show, like one of
Look how you're trying to like pop it in your brain.
Yeah, there's a teen show where it was like, someone was the niece of J.D. Salinger.
I don't know that.
But like not like the actual one. It was like the character. And it was so dumb.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that.
And it was played by one of the like...
Was that on ABC Family?
Pretty Little Liars girls or something.
Like
was it Pretty Little... No,
like
I don't think it was Pretty Little Liars, but it was played by one of the actors from that.
So I'm free for him, I guess. Sorry, I don't...
Okay, you know what?
I don't watch... you know,
you're into some bullshit trash yourself.
I stopped watching. I haven't seen The Bachelorette all season. I've been really good about it. I've been very proud of myself. And I even liked Katie. But yeah, I don't want the only trash. Yeah, no, I watch sophisticated programs. Okay, I've been watching. We watch The Sopranos in the household. That's considered the greatest written television show.
It's You.
Oh, it's not that creepy one though.
Yeah, no, but Peach, one of the characters, she's like the niece of J.D. Salinger in season 1.
Oh, okay. And she's still there.
She gets murdered.
Oh, okay. Well, she deserved it, right? They're like, ooh, right.
But it was like such a funny thing, and I remember when I was watching it, someone.
So why is this relevant?
Someone who I was watching it with, either like a roommate or somebody, was like, "Oh my God, Jenny, this show is ridiculous."
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like, "I'm sorry."
And they read the book, and they're like, "This bitch deserved to die."
Yeah.
And then, wasn't Questell on the show? It's like, is that the show he was on when he played a creepy pedophile guy?
Actually, I don't know.
I think it is, though. I think that was the show he was on.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you can just type in Chris.
Yeah. No, he was on that. Yep.
Yeah, so that's when.
When did you go skydiving?
Last year. Like literally, like around my birthday.
Okay, carry on.
Saw we. Yeah.
Saw we.
Oh, so anyway, I had the other Martin movie scene. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, this is, in the scene, after this scene, I came up, it probably resonates well with, because it's about not, the scene sets up because the person can't express their feelings, they can't, they don't necessarily tell people how they feel, so in this, like, the girl is, she's moving, she has no reason to be here, right? And, my character, who's based on, I guess, myself, this is this last shot to tell, okay, we start playing the music, Graham. So she was like, I have no reason. Oh, this is the original intro. Okay, I didn't, usually the version I had didn't have this intro. Okay, so she was like, I have no reason to be here. And is that right, Martin? Is there anything you want to say? I'm just like, I can't say anything. She's like, exactly. And she starts walking away. And I just have to do it. And I just grab her and I kiss her. And that's it, and then we're kissing. And that's me telling her. I tell her I felt. And that's it. And
You hit that right on the key change.
Yeah, that's where you get where the. Oh, you're gonna.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez, Graham. It's gonna be gross. Yeah, these sounds. Is it going?
Ew.
Oh, I didn't know if that was Graham. And then it stops, and this is the last 10 minutes of the movie, and that's what that text we wait, pulled up that text again, I guess. Yeah, I think that's the only time I told someone how I felt it was well documented.
I love you.
Yeah.
I mean, who was this to you?
That was that was to my friend Erica.
Oh.
And see, that's what, yeah. But guess what? It ends up, she says, it's okay. And that's the most important part of this message. It was all okay in the end.
This isn't that bad of a message or anything.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
that's when, that's one of the few times I did express how I did feel. Yeah, I've been around it a lot. There's been a lot of times like I've talked about it on a podcast before, how I felt and everything. So it's that's how I thought of that movie scene. So yeah, I'm crazy. And there was another time I did call her when I was drunk, but we're good now. It's all cool. It worked out,
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to think, oh, if they're, yeah, it's cool. I totally express myself a lot more now, so it's all good. Bada boom, guys.
Bada boom.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
So, yeah, it might be sad. I don't know if I feel sad now, but that's usually how we end this. So, yeah, I started feeling sad when I started thinking about stuff.
All the romance of it all. Well, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, do the other song. Wait, do the kissing.
This is our trailer.
Do the kissing noises.
The kissing was bad.
Do a different. Do oh, what's?
Oh,
it is-
not
yeah,
ASMR
it's
kisses.
ASMR. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's more goofy.
All right, so I'm gonna bookmark this page.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's a wet one. As they call it in the biz.
Well, we appreciate you. To our Rom Bros, thank you.
Yeah, guys.
This outro is for you.
Never express yourselves. What matters. Yeah, never.